Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Greetings, royal family. Thanks for clicking on the video and welcome to another episode of the Morning Boogie Morning Show. We are live. That's right. We are live. I finally got all this stuff to work properly. So let's hope that the stream does what it's supposed to do. Please, as you are coming in, please pay your admission fee. Okay, not much has changed. Hit that like button. All right, drop down in the comments, share your thoughts. Let me know how you feel when I'm discussing today's topics. Okay, so it's Thursday, y'all, November the 4th. The year is 2021. And Tory Lanez is clapping back at media outlets, correcting and checking every and anyone who needs to be corrected and checked. Okay. Who else? Nene Leakes. She was recently on The Real, and she says that she would not mind returning to The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to touch on that, and I definitely want you guys to share your thoughts. Iyanla Vanzant, Mother Iyanla Vanzant. Who is messing with Iyanla Vanzant? She getting threatened and things, and she talks about why she decided to stop doing Fix My Life. And, you know, that show was really groundbreaking. But she has to preserve her peace, so I totally understand. So we got a couple of other topics sprinkled in between. Yes, I'm going to give another update on Miss Wendy Williams. Okay. I was actually wondering, like, how's she doing? Is Wendy still alive? And there's proof that she is. So I'm going to touch on that. Okay. So as you're coming in, welcome. Shout out to my returning royal family members. How you doing? And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Royal B, and we are a royal family. All right. So please hit the like button, That's your admission fee, and sound off in the comments. All right. So without further ado, let's get into the topics. First up, Ronnie Wilson. He is one of the founding members of the Gap Band. He is no longer with us. Darn. Okay. This is Uncle Charlie Wilson's brother. So he is no longer with us. He's gone home to glory. Okay. And he died at the age of 73. So condolences to the family. It seems like our icons are leaving us too soon, I guess, right? To say the least. So there's a picture of all three of these gentlemen. So Charlie Wilson is the only remaining member of the Gap Band. He had a health scare a couple of years ago. So we're wishing the family well, and we're sending positive vibes and condolences to the family. So Uncle Charlie Wilson actually posted to his Twitter, thank you for sharing your prayers and love regarding the loss of my brother Ronnie. I appreciate all your messages, and am grateful for the support during this difficult time. Okay. So he quoted a scripture from Psalms, and I'm totally here for it. So shout out to the family, condolences to the family. And again, man, our legends, we're seeing them pass on, and it's quite scary, but God knows best, right? All right. So again, if you're just joining, welcome to the Morning Boogie Morning Show. I am Royal B, your hostess with the mostest. Okay, let's shift gears. I don't know what is going on in America, but everybody has proven that they have lost their ever loving mind. Okay. Iyanla Vanzant basically came out and stated that she has been getting threats. She said they didn't like something I said or did. Iyanla Vanzant reveals threats were one of the reasons why she ended her show, right? Now, we knew that her show was coming to an end. She gave us advance notice, and she let us know that the show was coming to an end, right? And I figured she probably just got tired of the drama. She got tired because it was kind of going in a ratchet reality TV show, like down that lane. And she probably was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. Well, among other things, right? So for almost 10 years, the article reads, Iyanla Vanzant has been using her skills as a life coach to mend families and broken homes on her Iyanla Fix My Life show, right? But in May, the chapter of her life closed and she said goodbye to the series, stating that she would prefer to now help people off camera and in a more intimate setting. Now, Iyanla really is a woman who is passionate about the work that she does. She's very adamant about giving people the correct tools to do the healing and to do the work. She always says that, do the work, right? So she said in the past that viewers mean and nasty comments is what made the show exhausting to be a part of. Now, in a recent interview on the Tamron Hall show, Iyanla Vanzant opened up once more about the comments that she was receiving that compel her to leave her successful on-air profession. This is really sad. She says, I'm very sensitive to energy. And this is in reference to filming in her guest's home and her for the show, you know. So she says, because you go into people's homes, you're in their bathroom, you're in their kitchen, they think, you know, they think they know you, and they think that they have a right to say certain things because we're not clear and conscious of the energy we send out, right? Iyanla Vanzant has had access to some of the most interesting, to say the least, people. We've seen her get disrespected on air. We've seen her be disrespected on air. You know, it's just unbecoming, especially Iyanla Vanzant doesn't go out and seek these people. These people contact her. And she said that many a time. She says, you know, you called me. You reached out to me. So she expounded on her experience saying, I got death threats around certain shows, around certain issues, around things that I said. People would come to my home, you know, because with the internet, they can find you anywhere. The 68-year-old also explained how people would reach out for help, but it was not done in the appropriate way, right? She says that they would get a hold of her personal phone number and they would call me. I know you don't know me, but I need help. Wait a minute, hold up. And I have so many vehicles and avenues where I serve people. I'm on social media. I have classes. I teach. You don't get to call me on my private phone number at 2:00 in the morning. So I just wanted to be free of that. That was more important to me. So basically it got overwhelming. She says she wanted her freedom and she wants her peace, and she deserves to have her peace. And I think this just speaks to people being, you know, desperate, and not in a negative way, desperate for help. You know, she is so good at what she does, and she definitely has made an impact. We've seen that. If you watch her shows and you watch the work that she's done, you read the books that she's written, right? Or you listen to just her speak on her podcast, she's very impactful, right? And her energy and her spirit is very strong. So sometimes people are so desperate, they get a hold of her number, they call her. It's very intrusive and it's scary. Like she can't be out here trusting everybody, and everyone shouldn't have access to her. So I totally respect this. Although I am going to miss her, I totally respect it and I totally understand. So I wish nothing but the best for Sister Iyanla, Mother Iyanla. And I'm glad that she made the decision to walk away before she was unable to. So she does still have her channel on YouTube. So make sure you check out Iyanla Vanzant on YouTube, because she does do spiritual retreats and things like that. So she's still working. But like she said, she wants to do it off camera in a more private setting, because then they exploit it. It becomes exploitative, you know, and then it just becomes like you get reality show stars who are disrespectful and rude, and it starts to become all about the views. And Iyanla is not desperate for viewership, but she's more so passionate about doing the work, right? Shout out to Iyanla. I learned a lot from just reading her books. Coming up as a teenager, my mother was always into Iyanla Vanzant, so I read in the meantime, back in the day before she was even on Oprah. Anywho. Best wishes to Mother Iyanla. I really mean that. Grand opening, grand closing. So Jay-Z started an Instagram yesterday, right? Everybody was reporting on it. It made the news, okay? As quick as he started it is as quick as he ended it. So Hov said, good night, see ya. His page is gone already. I think the last time, when I checked, he was at over 1 million followers, and I think he was over it that quick. He only had one post, and he shared a story for his Western movie, The Harder They Fall. Is that what it's called? The Harder They Fall, right? And that was it. So in a little bit under 24 hours, Hov said, peace out, see you later. I definitely don't blame him. He used it as a marketing tactic. He understood the assignment slightly. He did what he came to do, and he signed off. Fade to black. I respect it. All right, up next, People Magazine and other media outlets are reporting that Nene Leakes reveals that she would be happy to return to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she addresses unfinished business. She would be happy to return to RHOA to address, unfinished business. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting distracted because I think that there's something wrong with the stream. Did the stream end? It looks like the stream ended, but that's okay because I'm still recording. It is what it is. Okay, so let's carry on. Okay, let's carry on. All right, so Nene Leakes appeared on The Real. Nope, I'm not going to play the clip because that would be infringing on someone's copywritten material. So we don't do that over here, okay? We're classy based over here. So I'll just read for you guys. Nene Leakes might not be done with the Real Housewives of Atlanta after all. Now, how many of y'all are tired of this back and forth? Do you want Nene back? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Do you think Nene should return? I don't know how I feel about this. So Leakes is 53. She revealed her interest in returning to the Bravo show on Thursday during an appearance of The Real, noting that she has some quote unquote unfinished business to address. She says, yes, sure, I'll return to the show. This is what Nene told host Lonnie Love and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Garcelle Bouvet. Nene goes on to say, I'm okay with returning to the show as long as we can work through a few things. I'd be happy to return to the show. Excuse me? You'd be happy to return to the show? Let me tell you something. I like Nene, okay? I don't want to see her return to Housewives of Atlanta. I've said this many times in my commentary regarding Nene Leakes and all things Lanithia, right? I want to see her in a different facet. I want to see her do something different, something else, okay? But if she is going to return to the Housewives, she has got to be paid. Pay her for her pain, because I know that those savages over at Bravo, you guys are going to want to dig into and have access to footage of when, she was doing a homegoing service for her late husband. You guys are going to want all of the inside. And if Nene is going to agree to put that part of her life on Front Street, she should be paid nicely, generously. Okay, she should be paid generously for whatever it is that they will have access to. I do not think that it's a good idea. I think Nene needs to continue to grieve properly and healthily. I just don't see this working out, especially if they're planning on having her come back for the upcoming season. I doubt it, because I think they've already started filming. So maybe the season after that, okay, maybe. But I don't know if I want to see Nene return. I really don't. But her saying that she'll be happy to return to the show, yeah, that sounds kind of crazy. That sounds a little bit crazy. So before she can do so, right, the article continues. However, Leakes says that she has some things to hash out with executive producer Andy Cohen. I think Andy and I were really close for a really, really long time. And I love Benjamin, and I helped pay for his baby shower. Oh, and all those things. Nene, why do you always have to let people know what you paid for or what something costs? Isn't that why there's some static, you know what I'm saying, right now with you and certain people, because you talked about a bouquet of flowers that the women collectively came together to purchase, and they were only $200. Okay, girl, we know you helped with the baby shower, girl, but you ain't got to, just relax. It's okay. She goes on to say, I think that Andy and I need to have a sit down and talk, and we're off to the races. Do you guys think that Bravo reached out to Nene to ask her to come back on the show? Because the way that she's talking, or the way that she was talking, is as if all I got to do is sit down and talk to Andy and hash some things out, and we're good to go. So maybe, I wonder if the execs and Andy have talked to Nene, reached out to Nene and said, look, we'll be happy to have you back. We know that things parted ways real messy, but we would love to have you back. Now they need you, huh? Leakes, who was one of the original cast members of RHOA's 2008 premiere, first announced her departure from the show in September 2020 on her YouTube channel after what she described as a, quote, an extremely long, exhausting, tiring, emotional negotiation. There has been a lot of emotion flying on both sides. This is what she said in the video, adding that it wasn't an easy decision to make. At the end of her message, she told fans, "I will see you again real soon." Okay. I don't know. So Bravo, they wish Nene Leakes all the best in her future endeavors, in a statement confirming her departure from RHOA, and thanked her for, quote, sharing her journey for over a decade on the show before leaving the door open for a potential return. Now I see Cynthia leaving. You got Marlo got her peach now. Portia leaving, or is she kinda? Because there's whispers that she's not really leaving, but she's leaving. And Nene coming back. I think if Nene returns, it probably won't be for this upcoming season. And if she does come for this upcoming season, she's got to be the highest paid housewife in that franchise. She's got to be. I think she deserves it. So, yada yada. This just goes on to say that she's been instrumental and truly missed. This is the the generic response that Bravo gave when Nene mentioned that she's not, or announced that she's not going to be returning to the show. So I don't know how to feel about this, Nene. So you okay with coming back to RHOA, huh? Listen, the ratings definitely need Nene. I think that the ratings would soar through the roof. And of course, she'll have a little bit of bragging rights that she saved the franchise. I mean, come on. It needs to be resuscitated. People are getting bored. I'm getting bored. A lot of these housewives it's just a little repetitive. But I think that RHOA would be wise to have Nene back on the franchise, and it would be, income for Nene. I don't know. And plus she could have the Lanithia Lounge on there. But then again, Bravo may get a cut of that, because if she's using RHOA to kind of promote and drive business to the Lanithia Lounge, as per the regular contracts of the ladies, Bravo would get a cut, unless Nene kind of customizes her contract. See, this could work. She could customize her contract to be whatever she wants it to be. I don't know. We shall see. All right. Let me know what you think, though. Do you want to see Nene return? Do you think Nene should kind of get her own spinoff? Do you think she should be a friend of the show? I don't know. Let me know how you feel. I would rather Nene not return and do something different, but I understand if she was to return. Also, her house that she shared with her late husband, as well as her children, they grew up in that house. It's up for sale, right? But apparently, I guess she's not getting buyers, or people are not interested in the house as much as she would like, or as quickly as she would like them to be. So she actually reduced the asking price for the home. I think the home has been on the market for a few weeks. I don't know if it's been on there for a month as of yet. Not really a buyer's market, but I'm pretty sure she'll get the house sold. She just has to be a little bit more patient. And in the meantime, she can kind of figure out where she's going to go. Is she going to stay in Georgia? Is she going to migrate to New York? I don't know. I could see Nene doing New York or LA. I wouldn't mind. But drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. All right, up next, Tory Lanez. Now, I did a separate video reporting on this very article from the Shade Room. The Shade Room was in the courtroom yesterday when Tory Lanez, had a court date. And basically, there is going to be a preliminary hearing next month. And out of that preliminary hearing will be the decision if this situation with the state versus Tory Lanez, because of what happened between he and Meg Thee Stallion last year, is going to go to trial. That's pretty much the long and short of it, right? So make sure you guys check out that video. I read the article in detail and deciphered as much as I could, right? Up next, Tory Lanez claps back at the media, specifically XXL magazine. Now, a lot of these media outlets have not written articles that makes Tory Lanez look good. They haven't painted him in a favorable light, right? We know that a lot of these media outlets are salacious. We know the titles can be very clickbait-ish or clickbait-esque. So this was posted on Instagram, Spill the Sugar. Shout out to Spill the Sugar on IG. So Tory Lanez posted this. The wording of this is amazingly inaccurate. I wasn't quote unquote unable to do anything. They offered what they offered, so I wouldn't go to trial, and I declined, which is what I pointed out in my video that I did yesterday, right? Reading is fundamental. Comprehension is important as well. He goes on to post, it's very simple, and no, I will not be giving any live testimony. Please report real news and accurate facts. Ciao. And what is he referring to? If you guys can see at the very bottom, XXL Magazine tweeted this. Just in, Tory Lanez unable to reach plea deal in alleged Megan Thee Stallion case. Will have to give live testimony. So he basically corrected them. Now, what I find is a lot of people will just read the title of something and then they'll go straight to the comments. Because I'm very nosy and I like to make sure that I'm being presented with accurate information, especially if I'm going to be presenting information to you guys. I have gotten into the habit, even before starting a YouTube channel, that I read more than one outlet or source, right? I learned that in college, right? And there's a reason for that, but I'll spare you the details, right? So what ends up happening is a lot of the time a title like this will be salacious and people will run with it. But when you actually read the article, it kind of doesn't match this particular title. That's clickbait. You want people to click on the article, or you want people to share this based on just this salacious headline. But Tory Lanez, which he has every right to do, his name is in the article, right? He has every right to correct any and every media outlet that is reporting on this situation, right? So as I stated, there was a plea deal that was on the table, but Tory Lanez decided not to take it. It's not a matter of they were unable to reach a plea deal, but that's really not what happened, right? So, or the way that they're wording it, is that he wanted a plea deal, but that he didn't get one. That's kind of how it looks. So again, an offer was made. Tory declined. Tory wants to take this to trial. And I want it to go to trial too, just like many other celebrity cases that are going on right now. Wink, wink. You should know what I'm talking about. Let's take it to trial. If you are accusing someone of something that could hinder their life for the rest of their life, you're going to have to go to court and prove it. I don't care if I like you. I don't care if I dislike you. That has nothing to do with the fact that you are making an accusation that could change somebody's life for the rest of their life. You're going to go to court and you're going to prove this thing beyond a reasonable doubt, or beyond the shadow of a doubt. Is that how it goes? Reasonable Doubt is Jay-Z's album. I don't know why I'm in my Jay-Z bag today. Anywho, right? You're going to have to prove this thing. I like when things go to trial. I don't plea deals. I get all of that. Sometimes people don't have any other choice. I get that. But let's take this to trial. I will watch a trial play out. Okay. I did it with never mind. I will sit and watch. I want everybody that's going to be on the witness stand. I want to hear testimony. I like watching real life trials. Okay. I grew up watching Matlock and Kojak and all that stuff. So I like seeing court scenes. And that episode of Martin, when Martin went to court for that traffic ticket, is still hilarious, okay? No, but all jokes aside, yeah, because again, this is the state versus Tory Lanez. So the state, since you picked this up, because Megan Thee Stallion signed documentation stating, I ain't really testifying. I'm not going to take the witness stand. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Now, granted, Megan Thee Stallion does not have to press charges against Tory Lanez. The state has picked this up. So state, since you say you have proof that I'm guilty of what I'm being accused of, show your hand. Show your hand. And like I said, I'm not taking anyone's side, because I strongly believe that the people that we don't see are the ones that are benefiting from this. I'm telling you, I just see the way that things have been playing out for the past year. And it's really a shame that they're really playing on people's intelligence. But then again, whatever. You believe what you believe, right? I want to see what evidence is going to be presented in court. I'm going to say this right now. I was going to post this on Twitter, but I'm going to go on record and say, for some reason, I have a feeling that the state will drop the case. I just feel like the public is not going to get the answers that they so hope for. But I think that both parties, Megan and Tory Lanez, are going to walk away and their careers are not really going to be hindered. I'm not saying this right. I have a strong feeling. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the powers that be are pulling these strings, man, and playing with the public and using all of this momentum and hype to their advantage. That's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Now, I say all that to say, like clockwork, Jasmine Brand has posted, shout out to the Jasmine Brand on Instagram. This has been posted, right? Now, yesterday, this situation came out with Tory Lanez that there's going to be a preliminary hearing date set in December. Boom. Then here comes this article about Megan Thee Stallion talking about as soon as women start speaking up for themselves, there's an immediate attack. If I have to be the example, I will be. If you go back, right? I think I did this on my Instagram page and my Twitter. If you go back since last year, since this started, there's a court date. Nothing really happens as a result of the court date. Boom, album is announced. Then the other party's album is announced. Then there's an incident. Then boom, this person joins up with this company. Then boom, the other party joins up with the company. It's always a situation or court date, then project. Collaboration. Milestone. So I'm looking at the timeline of these things and it's like, look, Tory Lanez went to court yesterday. Like clockwork. I've been paying attention to this since last year. Tory Lanez went to court yesterday. So there's going to be a preliminary hearing in December. Boom. Tory Lanez announced that. Boom. Megan Thee Stallion comes out this article. Tell me, it's not a coincidence. So the Jasmine Brand posted this. So you guys know that Megan Thee Stallion was honored as Woman of the Year just recently, right? So she opened up about how she wants to continue to make an impact. During the interview, she explained how she's not just defending herself, but also that many women who she's defending the many women who stay silent. Now, what I'm just saying, this seems to be a recurring theme. I'm not negating anything that Megan Thee Stallion is saying or sticking up for, right? Everybody has a right to defend themselves, especially a woman. You know, you speak up for yourself. However, like the timing of all of these things that are happening with Tory Lanez too, with Tory Lanez and with Megan Thee Stallion. You guys can continue to read that article if you choose to. If you're just joining, welcome. I think the live stream kicked out. I guess I got some back end work to do, but luckily I'm smart enough to hit the record button. So this is going to be going up as a pre-recorded video. So I attempted to do the live, but it didn't work. All right, Wendy Williams update. So you guys have been hearing, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but Sherry Shepherd has been hosting this week. I also reported yesterday that Michael Rappaport, Bill Bellamy, Steve Wilkos, and Jerry Springer are going to be hosting throughout the month of November. So it seems like Wendy Williams is not coming back for this month. We don't know when Wendy Williams is going to be returning. So I was saying to myself, after I did the video, has anybody seen any pictures recently of Wendy the Williams? Is she alive? Is she okay? Well, shout out to Chronicle Speaks on Instagram and Chronicle Speaks on YouTube, right here on YouTube. I'm a big supporter of her channel. So I do see that she posted to her Instagram a video of Wendy Williams. So this is Wendy Williams getting out of her wheelchair, being pushed in her wheelchair. She's leaving her Manhattan apartment, it appears, and she's getting into her vehicle. So as you can see, Miss Wendy, she has on her little Nike Dunks. See? So it looks like this is according to dailymail.com. Okay. So she has an assistant. And I was just saying, man, we haven't seen any videos or pictures of Wendy Williams. So there you have it. Now, I wonder if Wendy called the paparazzi on herself. So it is known, hey, look, I'm okay. Right now, there she is in her wheelchair. She looks like she's been looking. I mean, you can't really see much because of her sunglasses, but there she is. Right. So Now, the ratings for the Wendy Williams show, it's being reported that they have increased a significant amount. I mean, it's not like it's shooting through the roof. Like, oh my gosh, we haven't seen numbers like this in years. No, but it's a significant difference. So it's a marginal increase in rating, but significant enough to be called an increase. Okay. So, and I don't know if Wendy is happy about it. I just wish that Wendy Williams would get on her Instagram, tell us that she's okay. Okay, give us a false sense of hope or something, you know, and let us know if she's going to be returning. But again, she doesn't owe the fans anything. I guess she's just trying to get herself together. And I think this month was the 1-year anniversary of her mother passing. Her brother is out here still talking and doing interviews. It's like this woman is not catching a break anytime soon. But she is alive and she can get out of her wheelchair. So that is a good thing. All right. So there's hope. Sherri Shepherd is going to be finishing out this week, and she's done a phenomenal job. Rave reviews. If you haven't caught Sherri Shepherd hosting the Wendy Show, I suggest you do. It's a breath of fresh air. It's just a positive energy, positive vibe. Next week, Michael Rappaport. I don't know how that's going to pan out. I'm not really interested, but I'm going to watch Bill Bellamy. Jerry Springer, I'm looking forward to that, actually. I want to see what Jerry Springer is going to bring, and Steve Wilkos. So this should be interesting. But I'm going to continue to wish Wendy well. Yes, I have been watching the Wendy Williams show this week. Last week with Whitney Cummings, no. I sound like a broken record, right? I've been saying that. But just keeping you guys up to date. So there you have it. DailyMail.com is showing that Wendy Williams seems to be okay. You know, she just needs to just take as much time as she needs to get herself together. I'm going to be honest. The selfish part of me wishes that she would tell us that she's okay. Never mind the show, because the show is going to go on, as you can see, and she's learning that, right? There's rumors that she's not happy about all of these people replacing her. I don't know how true that is. I don't know what you expect, Wendy, for people to just play reruns, but it is what it is. Everybody gets on and says, Queen Wendy, thank you so much for letting me host, da-da-da-da. I think that that's a front that the network is making them say. I don't know if Wendy is okay with anybody replacing her temporarily. When Nick Cannon hosted for her the first time, I remember she said that, you know, she was on the phone with Kevin Hunter and Wendy, and they talked and stuff. That I believe. But these guest hosts, Wendy has no idea. The network is just going to do what the heck, and the production company is going to do what the heck they got to do. It is what it is, right? All right, so there you have it. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. This concludes this episode of the Morning Boogie Morning Show. Get down in the comments and share your thoughts. Are you keeping up with the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation? What do you feel about him correcting these media outlets? I'm here for it. Why not? I don't want to be misrepresented. Everybody has a right to defend themselves if they're feeling that they're being misrepresented. Nene Leakes, sorry. Nene Leakes. How do you feel about her possible return to RHOA? Do you think that Andy and Bravo and them contacted her? Would you want to see Nene back on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Jay-Z. He said, grand opening, grand closing. No more IG for him. He's not interested. Iyanla Vanzant. She said that one of the reasons why she ended her show is because she was getting threats. Absolutely unbelievable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all. Please be sure to like the video if you haven't done so already. Share the video. I definitely don't mind. Consider joining the royal family by hitting the subscribe button. If not, you just want to check out some of the other cool videos on the channel, feel free to browse, look around, have some fun. All right. I'm signing off, royal family. I absolutely love you for watching. And as always, until next time, peace.